Hello everyone, welcome back to the United Star, and this is your preview slash road trip slash whatever you want it to be, looking ahead before the Bournemouth game here on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock kickoff. A chance for United to go third if results go our way. That is all dependent on Arsenal against Arsenal against Newcastle. I can't believe that. That just shows you how this season, this first half of the season has gone. Should have been the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, but Newcastle came up from nowhere, just had a little bit of a blip, opened up a doorway for United. Still, no one's talking much about United and where they are. I'd rather it be that way, stay as the underdogs if you want to keep us that way, and then maybe we'll sleep up on the blind side like we are doing right now. But looking at this game, this is one of them that you would say banana skin right at the end of the festive fixture period. Honestly though, when I look at this, I've given my score prediction already as a 4-0 win for United against Bournemouth in this one. I can't see United not getting goals in this one. Bournemouth defence is shocking this season. It was proven that way against Palace the other day. Set pieces, they've conceded more goals than anyone else in the league this season as well. And United are buoyant. United have got players coming back. I'll go into what Ten Hag was talking about in his press conference in a minute as well. But you've got to look at it and be Bournemouth at Old Trafford confident anyway. No matter what we would, or where we was in the league, United playing Bournemouth at home, we've got a great record against them at home, and I think everyone would feel a little bit more confident about winning the game anyway. So you look at it and you go, United's team, Ten Hag's been talking, press conference, we've got a lot of players coming back. Dalot, Martinez, Scott McTominay, Sancho's back in training, although won't be back in time for this game, we're hearing. But still, you look at it and go, we can mix it up a little bit, because this is where United and the bigger teams actually have an advantage over the Christmas period. Could you find towards the end of it, game after game after game, 2 games every 3 days, the smaller teams, the so-called smaller teams with smaller squads start to struggle for fitness. And Bournemouth having played the same amount of games as us having more players available, fresher players coming back, good players coming back, Martinez coming back. You know, you've got endless options in defence now for Manchester United. Martinez available, Sanchez in the wings. United's squad, Rashford left. He had a half a game off against Wolves, which was a bonus for us. But yeah, you look at it and you go, we got more than enough to beat anyone in terms of squad depth. Definitely for Bournemouth. You just look at that Bournemouth team and you go, yeah, they've got new ownership. Yeah, they're probably going to spend money in January. It's going to come a little bit too late for this game though. I feel like Bournemouth, with that new ownership, I think they will survive in the Premier League, but it's not going to stop the rot that they're on right now, and I think United will add to it. I see goals, I see plenty of them at Old Trafford tomorrow night, and I just feel like right now this is an opportunity for Manchester United to win these small games. I said it, I can't remember which one I said it back on, another road trip video where I said United need to win these games now. It was Forest, Wolves, Bournemouth, because we've got some big games coming up. Yeah, it's Everton and Charlton after this at home, but obviously Carabao Cup and FA Cup respectively in them, and then it comes back to the Premier League, and then it's City, and then it's Arsenal. So these games are the ones we needed to win. So far, so good. Straight back from the World Cup. I mean, you couldn't have asked for much more. 3 games, 3 wins, no goals conceded. Manchester United, I think 1 defeat in 15. On a straight run of 5 wins in a row after losing to Aston Villa, and we all thought it was back to the doom and gloom days. The one thing that we have done at this football club while Ten Hag has been in charge is react well and adapt to bad results. We've come back from bad results and learnt from them and got better. We did that against Aston Villa, after Aston Villa I should say, and look at where we are now, like 5 straight wins in a row. We're not conceding goals. We've got a left back playing at centre back ahead of 2 international centre backs on the bench in Maguire and Lindelof, and then you've got another one coming back who's a World Cup winner. I mean, it couldn't be better position for Manchester United. And Dalot, one of the best right backs in the world this season, is also coming back. So you look at it and you go, bonus. It's all looking rosy for United, but there's always that slip up, the banana skin. There's always a little game like this, and I'm thinking like Sheffield United a couple of seasons ago when they beat us somehow, having not won in a game. I think they'd hardly scored a goal all season. They were absolutely shocking away from home and then came to Old Trafford and won. So there's always that there, there's always that mindset. But under Ten Hag, it's a different ball game. It's not like it was. He's been the best manager post Sir Alex Ferguson by a country mile. I just feel like Manchester United right now, no matter who the opposition is, you know you're going into it with a bit more confidence. I've just seen a stat that's popped up. 2022, 48 games Manchester United have played, calendar year. First part of that, 24 games, 8 wins without Ten Hag. 24 games with Ten Hag, 17 wins. That's Manchester United's 2022. heading into 2023, you expect much more because you just look at the mentality of the players. They never say die attitude. And you know what? I was talking about this earlier on. I was saying, like, the football club has improved. There has been improvements off the pitch this season. As much as we hate the Glazers and we want them out, and eventually they will be out, which is great news, the club itself has really backed the manager this season. And you can see it in the likes of Marcus Rashford's development. And you look at Ten Hag and the influence he's had, but it's not just that. It's the likes of Benny McCarthy that's come in as a forward coach, and the staff that are starting to build around him and his team that he's got right now. He's got a real good vibe to it, and it just looks like every single player is just feeding into that. Rashford's reaction to being dropped out of the team, you're looking at what coming on, no issue. Said what he had to say after the game, after winning it. Great stuff. I said Ten Hag came up in the press conference afterwards and said it was probably a bonus. He wanted to play his best team, but now he's looking at Rashford having half a game off. Great stuff, because we're short on strikers. Garnacho did his bit. Obviously, we want more from a couple of other players like Sancho, Elanga. Antonin need to get on page. Martial definitely, because he had a very poor game against Wolves the other day and needs to be better. I feel like this is the type of game, like a tune-up game for Anthony Martial. One that he could probably... He's going to get a few chances in, and he really needs to take advantage of, because we're going to need the likes of him in these big games coming up. Like I said, City and Arsenal at the back of this month now. That is a big finish, because that then is exactly halfway through the season. Once we've played Arsenal, that's it. Halfway through the season, that's a half a season when we've played the top two twice already. And Manchester United already are looking like they're having their best season, I think, since it was when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer finished second. So this is probably one of our best first halves of the season we've had post Sir Alex Ferguson. And like I said, that's with playing the best two teams in the league already, twice, home and away. And they're out of the way for the second half of the season then. And we're still where we are. Pundits are writing United off still. They won't big United up. It's everyone else but United in the talk. I've seen Graham Souness's top four prediction from this point now. No United. Surprise, surprise. Liverpool and Spurs are in there. Spurs form poor. They've let us in. We've got top four by right now. This could be our opportunity, like I said at the start of this video. If Newcastle slip up, or even if it's a draw against, you know what, even if Newcastle beat Arsenal, it's probably not a bad thing. It just brings Arsenal back down to the ground. But you got to look at that and go, if Arsenal do take something off Newcastle, that's United moving up again. Who'd have thought after that Brentford game that coming into the first week of January, Manchester United will be third in the league? If buts and maybes, obviously, that may not happen. Newcastle may beat Arsenal. So what? It'd be great if they did. It'd be funny if they did. But if they don't, United can pounce on that. And we can be in a good position. Then use the FA Cup and Carabao Cup games, boost a bit of confidence, because I honestly can't see Frank Lampard going full strength. I think United will have more than enough for Charlton. Good chance to use the squad and rest a few players heading into the big games, which are City and Arsenal in the Premier League at the end of this month. But you look at it, you go, tomorrow night, perfect opportunity. Bournemouth playing bad, just on the edge of the relegation zone, not in great form, horrendous away from home. So Manchester United can take advantage of it. I mean, we can talk about Bournemouth, we can talk about the threats. I mean, if there was one threat I could pick up on, it would probably be Kiefer Moore in the air. He's good, he's strong, we know what he's like. We've seen what he was for Wales and what his strengths are. Have Bournemouth got? Have they got the balls into the box to feed him? If Luke Shaw was at the back or Martinez, is that a weakness of ours that could possibly play into Bournemouth's hands? Honestly, it's minor. And if it did happen, if Bournemouth did happen to score, be the first team to score in a while at Old Trafford, actually. But if they did, I still think Manchester United have got more than enough to overcome anything that Bournemouth throw at us. We are playing very well at the moment as a team. It's not perfect, but as a team and defending as a team, it's absolutely superb. I mean, with Martinez back, he has to come straight back into the team. No matter how well Luke Shaw's playing at left centre back, and Ten Hag has praised him in his press conference. He said he was fabulous. Doesn't bode well for the likes of Harry Maguire or Victor Lindelof, because Varane is a stonewall. Martinez, a World Cup winner, is going to come in. Does that mean that Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof are fourth and fifth choice centre backs behind one of our left backs as well? It does look that way, because Luke Shaw has played in that position and kept clean sheets now. He went away to Wolves and played superb, like Ten Hag said, and I totally agree with him. For me, Martinez comes straight back in and Luke Shaw goes to left back. Wan-Bissaka would probably hold his position at right back and Malacia drops out. Midfield-wise, Casemiro, I'm out of superlatives for him. I said that after the Wolves game. Everyone knows how good he is. He's in there. Eriksen plays, Bruno plays, and then it's your front three. You're picking then, aren't you? Does Anthony start again? He was hit and miss against Wolves. Some good points, some bad. Garnacho will definitely drop out for Rashford, though. Martial will hold number 9 role. I still think that there, it's more than enough. It's comfortably enough to beat Bournemouth here at Old Trafford anyway. And you know what? 35 points, 17 games in. I'd have snatched your hand off at that 2 weeks into the season. Just shows you the Ten Hag effect and what he's done and how he's turned this team around. But that's my look at Bournemouth. Let me know what you think, guys. Drop your comments in below. Let me know who you would play, who you're going to bring in. Does Martinez come straight back in? Silly question. Don't even answer that one. But, you know, some people like Shaw there. You know, man, it's up to you. Anyway, let me know what you think. Score predictions as well. Like, share and subscribe to the United Stand. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you outside Old Trafford.